words that simply say, you are an unceasing spiritual being with an eternal destiny in God's great universe.
Good evening, and welcome to Dallas Jeopardy. Tonight we have a full selection of magnificent competitors, so please welcome first a philosopher and part-time Lutheran from Valparaiso, Indiana, Aaron Preston. And a philosopher and freelance raccoon hunter from La Mirada, California, Greg Tenelzoff. A philosopher, and, well, it's difficult to explain. I understand from my notes, he's developing a line of hair care products with Richard Foster, Steve Porter. Steve has had a pulled a hamstring, so he won't be participating this evening. Finally, next, a covenant pastor and itinerant hockey referee from Minnesota, Keith Meyer. And finally, a Willard family member and student from Moore Park, California, and I'm told she's being scouted as a place kicker for USC. It is Larissa Heatley. Now, you philosophers, you must have had some funny experiences in your work. You couldn't make that up. Now, come on up.
Stand here.
Stand there. Now, we are going to proceed according to the usual Jeopardy format. There will be questions. There will be answers. We do not have buzzers, but the generosity of the Martins has extended to a cowbell. So if you know the answer, give the cowbell a ring. Now, Keith, in your line of work, I assume you've had lots of interesting experiences as well.
Sure.
Great. Now, our first category will be philosophy facts. Now,
All right, buddy.
for $200, whatever success I have, I owe to this man. Aaron.
Who is Bill Hay?
That is correct. Bill Hay was Dallas's dissertation chair at University of Wisconsin. For $400, the four concerns that drove Dallas's academic life and also his ministry, and before anybody answers, do not use words that a normal person can understand. Aaron again.
That would be realism, epistemic, and ontological or metaphysical, biblical anthropology, and empirically testable results.
That's an excellent verbose choice. Now, next, for $600, just like Harry Potter. Aaron again.
That would be Dallas's office at USC, under the stairs.
That is correct. Dallas lived under the stairs of Mudd Hall for more than a decade. Later, he moved to number 4 Privet Drive, Little Whinging, Surrey. Next question. For $800, classroom vices, 2 for the price of 1. Aaron again.
Rum-dipped Crook cigars?
That is correct, though I have to say I'm surprised that you, as a professing Christian, would know that. Next question. Academic sibling to Edmund Husserl and the other famous student of Franz Brentano. Larissa? No. Oh. Why, Aaron?
Yes. Oh. Who is Sigmund Freud?
That is correct. Big round of applause for Aaron. Fantastic. Yes, our contestants are being reminded to speak into the mic whenever possible. And now, our next category. It's ministry musings. For 200 points, and most of these have to do with religious things. Now, first question. Not for superheroes. Reverend Meyer.
What is discipleship not for only for super Christians?
Well, the judges have said we will accept that. I'm translating from the German. What is discipleship for super Christians only? This was Dallas's first publication in a major Christian periodical appearing in Christianity Today, October 10, 1980. I'm sure most of you knew that. Now, next question. Fear of non-existence. Keith Meyer.
What is the reason John Ortberg never argued with Dallas?
That is correct. It is well known that fear of non-existence is a long-time preoccupation of John Ortberg. Isn't that correct? And it goes back to the time you were bitten by a rabid existentialist.
I wish I didn't exist right now.
Next question for 600. The question of every evangelist should be this. Reverend Meyer, you're on a roll.
If you don't die tonight, what will you do tomorrow?
That is correct. Next question for 800. An interactive relationship. Why, Reverend Meyer?
What is knowledge?
Could you be a little more verbose? Well, the judges have made some gestures or other, and so I'm interpreting that as, yes, we will count that. What knowledge always is in reference to. I'm surprised you didn't get that.
Just a pastor. That's all I am. I'm just a pastor.
For 1,000, quote, he'll let anyone in who can stand that much love. Reverend Meyer.
What were Dallas's views on his office hours?
That is correct.
It's true.
Now, we're on to our third category, family matters. For 200. Quote, I hate it, but it helps me get that darn Husserl.
I know one.
Larissa.
What is his mustache?
That is correct. For 400. The cookie duster.
What is the name for said mustache?
Correct again. For 600 points, He didn't want to show off.
What is the reason he never levitated in public?
For 800, irresistible evangelism.
What is the reality of giving them heaven?
Excellent answer. And finally, for 1,000 points, Larissa.
Who is me? The grandchild of Dallas.
Judges? All right. Now on to our fourth category, musical notes. All of the answers are something to do with Dallas and music. For 200, it's a banjo. It's a banjo. Larissa?
What he wanted to learn how to play?
We will accept that. The correct answer is, or the full answer is, the musical instrument Dallas plans to learn to play in heaven. For 400, take out the papers and the trash. That is, or what is, the song that Dallas often sang while taking out the papers and the trash. For 600, the Firestone Hour. They really are disappointing. Now, the answer is, what Dallas's favorite musical program on the radio was when he was at Tennessee Temple. As most of you will know, this began broadcasting on NBC in 1928 and later on ABC until 1963. Of course. For 800 points, Justin Bieber. Ooh, very close. The correct answer is, who was Dallas's favorite singer? And it's hardly unsurprising, given that Justin Bieber's early single, One Less Lonely Girl, is based entirely on Husserl's 1900 treatise, Logische Untersuchungen, erster Teil. Larissa, I'm guessing you must be kicking yourself right now. For 1,000 points, Our Prayer. Larissa.
What is my grandparents' wedding song?
That is correct. Ooh, big applause. That is the title of the song Dallas wrote for his and Jane's wedding. Our fifth category, planes, trains, and automobiles. For 200, Greasy Creek. Greasy Creek. Greasy. Greasy.
The song Dallas sang while washing the dishes.
That's good. That's good.
That is incorrect. But I think we should give him 200 pity points. The correct answer is, what is the place where Dallas got baptized? For 400, Lake Louise, Georgia. Lake Louise, Georgia. And of course, this is where Dallas and Jane spent their honeymoon? For 600. The place where Dallas became overwhelmed by beauty and joy, apart from Lake Louise, obviously. The answer is Port Elizabeth, South Africa. For 800, the Archbishop of Canterbury. The Archbishop of Canterbury. Who was the person who interrupted a conversation between Dallas and James Catford in real life? Finally, for 1,000 points, what are Bermuda shorts, wingtips, and brown socks?
What are his favorite casual wear after a long day of travel?
Another 2,000 points for Larissa. Finally, this next category requires some explanation. While most of you know that Dallas was a fearsome basketball player during his time at Tennessee Temple, not so many people know, at least what Gary Moon tells me, of Dallas's reputation as a trash talker on the basketball court. Apparently his trash talking was so psychologically devastating that it made Dennis Rodman blush and single-handedly ruined Charles Barkley's golf swing. Anyway, for this category, we will dispense with the usual answer question format, and contestants will simply identify Dallas Willard's favorite trash-talking phrase on that topic. For 200, determinism and trash talk. The answer we were looking for is, your will ends here. For 400, eternal security and trash talk. Anyone? The answer we're looking for is, you are not perfectly safe in my universe. For 600, the body, formation, and trash talk. Anyone? The answer is indirection. You call that indirection? Let me posterize you with some indirection. And Larissa, I'm surprised you didn't get that. For 800, biblical literacy and trash talk. Aaron.
Inerrancy means God is well pleased with what's in the Bible.
It's so close. Yeah. It's inerrancy means God is so well pleased with what's in the Bible. Chump. But we will accept that.
Yeah.
Finally, the kingdom and trash talk. The kingdom. The answer we were looking for is, hey ref, how long are you going to let this bum camp out in my kingdom? Now, it's been neck and neck between these competitors. But I've just received a message from Gary Moon that because of a computer glitch, we haven't been keeping score. So the outcome of the game will depend entirely on what happens in Final Jeopardy. So, are we ready for Final Jeopardy? Richard Foster's greatest fear when rooming with Dallas. Excellent. Okay, so Aaron, Richard Foster's greatest fear when rooming with Dallas.
What is that Dallas would challenge him to a game of basketball and trash talking?
Keith.
That if he didn't die, he'd have to be with him the next morning. How's that?
Larissa.
What is that my grandpa would cut off Richard's ponytail?
That is the correct answer. Now, finally, after Final Jeopardy, our scores are as follows. Larissa is in first place with $10,800. Greg, I'm sorry to say, beg your pardon, Aaron, I'm sorry to say, has minus $413. And curiously, Reverend Keith Meyer has somehow arrived at 60,000 Italian lira. And unfortunately, as these have not been legal tender since 2002, he gets 0 points and will be prosecuted for fraud. Larissa, as our winner, you will receive a signed copy of Richard Foster's Celebration of Discipline. And losers, Keith and Aaron, will receive 2 signed copies. Join me in thanking our competitors.